This story now from the opposite side of the country on Long Island, New York. That is where a Walmart worker has died after the doors opened for early morning sales about 5 a.m. local time. The victim has just been identified as a 34-year-old man, Dimitai Damore. He is from Jamaica, Queens. And WNBC's Greg Sergel filed this report just in the last hour with us.
Well, we're still waiting for the identification of the 34-year-old part-time sales clerk who was killed here at this Walmart. Police say what happened here this morning was utter chaos. They call it a stampede. There was about 2,000 people lining up outside the store just before 5 o'clock this morning when the store was supposed to open. Some of the folks were chanting, "Open up, open up," but apparently the crew of the store didn't open the doors fast enough, and at one point the crowd surged forward and literally pushed down the huge glass and aluminum doors. The doors knocked down this 34-year-old sales clerk, and while he lay on the ground, as you said, hundreds of people trampled over him. Some of his colleagues on the staff of Walmart rushed to his aid, but even they were getting knocked around by the crowd. And the final insult of all of this, when police arrived on the scene and were trying to administer CPR to this man, they too were getting knocked around by the crowd that was surging in to try and get the sales that were happening at that early point in the day. The 34-year-old man later died. His cause of death is unclear at this point. Police are saying that he was trampled, but they're not saying whether or not that was the cause of his death. About a dozen other people were also knocked to the ground in this chaos, including a 28-year-old pregnant woman, 8 months pregnant. Luckily, though, neither she or any of the other folks were seriously hurt. The store actually reopened a little after noon this afternoon, and it's business as usual there. But the shoppers that we spoke to after this happened were just appalled by the reactions of the crowds trying to get in there to save a few bucks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rendered speechless, which, as you know, Greg, knowing me, that is a very hard thing to do. I cannot believe the barbaric nature of this. It is disgusting. It is humiliating for those people who were there. It is just so incredibly callous. Has anybody come forward and described themselves as being an eyewitness to this event, which would be also someone who was part of that surge that just left a man dying?
We spoke to a couple of women here on the scene who said they were in the line, but when they saw what was happening, they ran. They ran for cover. But another great sadness in this whole story, while this man lay on the ground with police trying to aid him, shopping continued inside the store, and people later on were carrying their boxes and bags out right through what had become a crime scene. So for a lot of folks, it didn't seem to matter what had happened.
Well, just appalling. With regard to the pregnant woman, Greg, I understand there were some reports that she had lost her baby. Can you confirm that or tell us that's not the case?
Yeah, those reports were incorrect.
Good.
The lady went to the hospital. She was treated and released. She wasn't badly hurt, and we're told her baby is fine.
Well, that is good news. I imagine this is a very difficult story to report for you on the scene there. Just the horrific nature of what people are doing. It's just unbelievable.
You know, as one woman told me, she said, I came here because I thought this was fun, wake up early in the morning, get an early start on holiday shopping, and she said it just was scary for me, and that's one of the ladies who ran away. So what should have been a festive atmosphere, a fun thing, just turned into a complete disaster here.
All right, WNBC's Greg Sergel. Greg, thank you very much.